I'm gonna do a reading on Will Smith, like post the Academy Awards stuff. It's funny when I'm trying to speak, it's like my voice is getting quieter and quieter. Like it's definitely like, and the dog barking. Like there's these two. It really feels like a lot, like so much pressure on him. Like it makes me worried actually for his safety, not like from other people, but from like himself or whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's like doesn't feel great. Okay, it's kind of worrisome. Okay, I'm just gonna try to look for the positive in this picture here. Yeah, there's not there's not a lot of positive right now. I'm just really gonna search for. I'm trying to scan for the positive outcome here. Like, I guess like if you were to write down his own thoughts, like instead of having like discussions with people, because there might be a lot of pressure on him to like go to therapy or hearing people's opinions, people's anger, like threats, like lawsuit, whatever. Like if he can really embrace like his relationship with like God directly and go like, okay, all of this this whole human narrative like has like lessons built in it that like you learn from and become a better person from and stuff. But like he really needs to just have some me time that's constructive, that where he's not being led by other people's opinions. Like in order to heal, you can't keep like scratching at the wounds, right? It needs some time, like just like in the sunlight or just without disturbing it. So like he needs to just be left alone for a period of time to feel strong enough to even deal with other people. And like so some kind of like form of seclusion, whether it's like at his own home where it's understood like maybe family members go on vacation or like so he's not having to confront people. Like he's probably fine around his kids and stuff, but like let's say Jada went on a vacation somewhere, like I don't know, to Greece or something, just like give him some space without like driving the narrative, and framing it, like intellectualizing it, like don't like to not do that and just allow him to just heal would be best, because like I just feel like there's just so much, even if it's well-meaning people, like it's pressure that's like making things seem unbearable to him. Like there are little pockets of joy that are accessible to him, but they're like few and far between, and there's a huge like people who he once considered allies are his most vocal opponents right now. So it's a weird experience for him, I feel, to have this about face like times 5. Like it's really a lot of mental and emotional pressure that people are like laser focusing on him, that makes it like, Dr. Disco, shush, come on. Okay. So, sorry, my dog's barking. At nighttime, he gets a bit like this. Okay, wait. So I'll pause the video. Wait. So, okay. Just to see what his energy feels like. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people, like lawyers and stuff, demanding his time and like having him have to like understand certain procedures or details of stuff, like whether it's like lawsuits or like understanding how to make concessions. Oh my god. Okay, just hang on. It's kind of like if you think of like a flat cake in a tray. Like he thought he had the whole cake, but really like someone's showing him he has like 1/20th of a slice of this cake now. I feel that that's somewhat temporary. If he, let's say, oh my gosh, just one second. Okay, so like let's say he, continues to live and like he has a couple more decades of career and everything like that. I really feel that like in 20 years he would have like this amazing glow up and like extreme success in his career, and he will have put effort into some cool like community-based projects in the interim, like in this 20-year period. So let's say like people didn't want to necessarily work with him for whatever reason, whether it's social pressure, whatever, like business pressure and stuff. If he put like a lot of energy into giving back to the community in the sense of like if you were able to start like a sort of community center that involves like healing, like using the arts and creativity as a means to heal. So it's like combining all the things that are relevant in his life right now. So, because like, let's say his situation, so my dog's going crazy, wait. Like if he were, oh my gosh, if he were to consider, like try to find the blessing, like I guess like lesson is almost kind of in that word. I don't know, in a way. I'm just hearing it that way. If you were to like kind of see this situation as like he was guided towards it for whatever reason, like for some purpose. Let's see. Okay, hopefully no. So okay. Hopefully he can find like if let's say he can put his ego aside in terms of like needing to be seen in roles or something like that, but saw his role in like a more community based just one second. Yeah, so like I was saying, if he can just go like, I'm at peace with not taking acting roles at the moment, but like maybe he's through this community center type of thing that he starts, like he can have the kind of community acting workshops or putting on plays. I feel like if you were to like direct plays with other people in it and stuff, like nurturing new talent and stuff like that, because like he's really nailed it with a lot of his acting roles, and to then create a legacy of like people he taught, would be really significant. And it would also like give him something awesome to do while he, understands what happened, what it means, like where he wants to take his life in a new direction, so that would be like a good way to deal with next chapter. And then like he can come back like, maximum like 20 years later, like with some incredible like, kind of blockbuster type of movie roles and stuff like that. Because like the impact like energetically on the world, like, your contributions matter, even if people say like it's a small stage, or it's still significant. Like a lot of people who are doing kind of community things like have a huge effect on people in a positive way. So kind of see that. So then I just want to look at his relationship with Jada for a second. I feel like Jada has like a narcissistic quality where she gets sort of a bit of a rise from getting attention at all, like positive or negative, and almost seems like disconnected emotionally from Will, where she's not really like taking any kind of credit for like what happened. In a like totally unapologetic way is just the vibe I pick up. And in terms of like being an appropriate like love partner for him, like it doesn't seem like a good match right now. I feel like she's like financially dependent on him, so there would have to be some kind of agreement where it's like, here's a chunk of change and be on your way kind of thing, so that he can like just have his mental and emotional space back to himself to do, to live as he wants. And this aspect of control through intellectualizing everything would like stop. It would give him like a moment of peace so he can just feel his own energy. And it would allow like his kids to see them separate, like, which would be like good for them to sort of understand that them together is different than them apart, and they might like actually enjoy more seeing their, visiting with their parents apart. And I feel like if Will Smith has like a place, I feel like this comes up a lot in readings where I'm saying like spend some time in nature. Like I don't know if he has like a place that's like a, what he would call a cottage, but it's like in a nice warm climate, or like where he might have like a second property that's more natural, like that would be good. And just like to not beat himself up, because it's like at some point you have to decide like, I'm okay now. And I feel like the sooner he does that, and it's like, this situation happened, he addressed it in whatever way, whether it's awkward, correct, or incorrect, he addressed it as he could or wanted to for that period of time. And now it's time to just like say like, I'm well now, and it's like, I'm no longer in this situation over and over like Groundhog's Day, but like Groundhog's like hour, like constantly being reminded of it. Like at some point you just have to go like today's a new day. So I feel like he needs to heal first, and in order to heal you have to decide that like the panic is over, and from that like loving perspective kind of like allow yourself to reintegrate, and then maybe you'll have like a more mature way of addressing the situation, like having a clear perspective on it. But it's like there's no rush to like fix it this second. The point is to like not make it worse, and to like retreat and heal yourself without people telling you how to heal, or like you're healing wrong, or like to have Jada up and it's like putting a heavy like framing of like what's going on, like without people telling you how to feel, you know. Yeah, I just feel like there's like it's like so much sadness and just this like feeling of wanting to give up that I don't like feeling, because it feels kind of dangerous. But I think if people can back off and allow him the space to be like okay instead of attacking him right now, like then he can find his way to okay. But there has to be like a safe path to okay that people allow him in order to get there, so that his defenses aren't up all the time. I just feel like Jada just wants to like publish memoirs or like opinion books, or she just really wants to like have her ideas out there. And that's more important to her than his well-being, I feel like. At some point he just has to decide, like, I did my best and now I'm at the point where I need like my life back, because his children are adults now, so like he doesn't have to necessarily hold that family unit together as much as he might have before, because they're like independent now. And I just feel like the resistance will be from Jada, because like I feel like she's financially dependent on him, and in a way that's one-sided. Like I'm not sure how much she's like giving back to him, like the value that she's bringing to him doesn't equal the effort and value he gives to her, so it's like not a healthy dynamic, I feel like. And I also feel like his kids like having access or like communicating their opinions directly on the internet and stuff adds some stress too. It's like, but he has to just like let them be them and find his way to heal, like a solo kind of thing too. Yeah, there's just some like dark, angry, like overly angry energy being focused at him, and like it doesn't feel right. Has like an illegal kind of vibe to it, so I'd be worried for his safety a bit, like, so that would be another reason to kind of just like retreat for a while, so he's not like out and about for people to mess with him or stuff like that. So it's kind of like a like whatever, just slightly disturbing reading, but like I hope that I hope that peace is like restored and for everybody in this situation, and Yeah, that's my reading on him today.